Golfrat, I don't know how up to date you are with the new stuff that Bungie announced for Destiny. Level
Oh,
40 cap.
he was a little pissed.
Well, I am, but a lot of the stuff that they announced, nothing's factual. It's basically Game Informers. It was a games. Who was it? It was a Game Informer.
Yeah, Game Informer.
It was what they took from the interview or when they were with Bungie. So nothing's really factual, I should say.
Well, why are you really? Just say because of all the hard work that you're doing is not going to be worth it.
This is why. Because rumors are that the level 1 weapons, okay?
Year one.
Year 1 weapons are going to be
Nerfed.
you're not going to be able to progress into the Taken King. So you can't level them up with the other weapons in Taken King. So they're going to be weaker. So basically all the hours I put into Destiny trying to get some of these very rare, hard to get weapons, all the materials and time and effort I reforged weapons to get like perfect rolls are now going to be ass. Or at least you'll be able to use them. You just won't be able to use them the whole way through Taken King because the weapons are not going to be powerful enough. Which I understand it. It's an MMO. It's not really an MMO. It's like MMO light. I know there has to be progression in the game, but you can't cannibalize the stuff that is out there now. I think that there should be a way to upgrade the stuff. And I hear people want to say, oh, well, I don't want to use Fatebringer for 5 years in a row. Okay, you don't, but maybe I do. And maybe I want my character to look a lot different than other Guardians in the game. So I want to keep my old gear, So I don't know.
You could keep it. It's just not going to be at the level where the level cap is 40 now. It's not 50 like people were wrong. It's going to be 40. It's not going to go higher than 34. That's all year one. So all your year one stuff.
For aesthetics, they may down the road do what other MMOs have maybe been doing, which is you can keep looks. So whatever gear you get, they'll code in some type of feature that allows you to keep the look and not necessarily keep the stats. So you can have like whatever new gear comes out, put those on for stats, but then you'll have like a customization page where you can keep the look of whatever you want. That you can mix and match, keep old shit, whatever. And that'd be slick for that. But other than that, I mean, you're gonna rise. Things are always gonna continue rising. You know?
Yeah, I mean, the other night I was playing Trials of Osiris, which is the hardest shit to do in Destiny right now, to go 9-0, and you get really rare weapons and good gear, and I'm like, I want to wear that shit. I want to rock it. And personally, some of the gear that I've seen coming from the Taken King, I'm not really blown away by it. It doesn't really look that much better than the stuff I have now. So I don't know. I'm kind of like in a bum out mode right now, hearing all the stuff coming out of the Destiny camp. Well, at least the stuff coming from Game Informer. Nothing official. Nothing official from Bungie.
Is it a case of maybe when it's right in front of your face and you see everything in execution, you might change your mind?
Well, Jay, I just paid $20-some to get House of Wolves, okay, in May. So in September, all that gear and weapons is going to be ass? How fair is that?
Yeah.
You see what I mean? Like, maybe they should do it with vanilla Destiny. All the, Atheon weapons, they should make those that you can't rank them up. Not shit that we just played a couple months ago. That doesn't make any sense to me. And I even tweeted to Bungie and said, you're going to piss off a lot of people if you're not going to allow House of Wolves weapons to be carried over into the expansion. I mean, that doesn't make any sense. House of Wolves just came out in May.
But a lot of people were expecting that because it's been said for a while and they already knew that it was coming. Because if you listen to some of these Destiny podcasts, they've all talked about it. They're like, it's going to suck, but the game's going to move on. And these weapons that we have now, you're only going to get them up to I think they're 365 now. Once Taken King comes, their level's going to be higher. So, of course, they're not going to let you upgrade those weapons. Those weapons were for a time for that DLC. And, I mean, you want to bring them over, you could, but you're not going to have impact.
You're not going to be powerful, yeah.
Yeah.
But this is what happens in MMOs. Nothing lasts forever. Nothing even lasts for, a year?
Exactly.
I mean, that's ridiculous. I'm sorry, this doesn't even last a couple months because, like I said, man, House of Wolves came out in May, and already September, weapons are going to be not upgradable to Taken King level.
So,
Well, yeah, there might be a bit.
Not that this has anything to do with you, Golf, but I'm just willing to let Bungie do what they have to do. Let them develop or execute the game that they want to bring to us. Their vision. Let them develop the vision that they have for Destiny and let it just happen. Like, I noticed, especially with Gamescom today, a lot of people were instantly critiquing, and this has been going on since E3. Well, with fanboys, it's been going on for a very long time, but since E3, well, even further, since the beginning of the current console launch, the Xbox One and PlayStation 4, people do not let games be games. Like, they don't let developers do their job. They don't let the game, no pun intended, play out as intended. We all, and I'm guilty of this too, we all have a freaking opinion about something, and sometimes we can't shake it, and we don't even give a title a chance because we already put, something in our heads where, it doesn't look quite as sharp as this game that, it falls under the same genre, or, it's not considered a AAA title because it's from Japan, or, it's not a first-party studio, so it doesn't count. There's so many people out there doing this, and not just video games and a lot of other things, but mainly it amplifies it when it comes to the fanboys and the people in the media that fuel this crap. Because you'll see things like blah 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 game runs at 1080p on one console, and then it runs at 900 on another, and then you're purposely fueling a war. Not a war, I hate to use fucking console war, but you're fueling, you're riling up the inmates. And when that happens, people can't just enjoy the game like we used to. Like, this Rare Collection came out, and it has 30 old games. Games that, from a 30-year span. How many people are going to actually sit there and go through Battletoads, which is a very difficult game? It is an old game, very pixelated, a very old school, very reminiscent of some of the indies we're seeing now. How many people are really going to play that? Because they're going to be like, nah, this doesn't, it doesn't look good, or blah, this freaking game is too hard. They don't let games be games and just sit down and accept the challenge. And that's why I'm willing to believe in what Bungie's doing. It's an unusual method. I think the case here is that we haven't seen this happen before.
I think it's too soon.
No,
I don't. Too soon.
I don't think it's unusual. It's common for MMOs.
Yeah,
it's
PC, but we're talking about home consoles.
Well,
Yes, is it common?
Yes.
When House of Wolves
PC,
came
yeah.
out in May, and September they're already nerfing those weapons.
PC is, PC.
Like,
things move
see,
quickly.
because this
man.
thing's an expansion, like it's a whole big expansion with the story and everything. But in MMOs, you also have like small updates. Well, they'll throw in some raids every 4, 5, 6 months, and with these raids come a new level. You know what I mean? And even if it's not a whole tier, it'll be like a point or 2.0. You know what I mean?
Well, wait. How much do those updates cost though?
Well, MMOs are subscription based, unlike Bungie, which is free, right? So if you're a subscriber, they don't cost anything. It's part of your subscription. Like, since you pay a month, everything that they throw out there is free. So people that aren't free or are free to play in MMOs that offer free to play, they have to pay for the expansion or the update. $10. If it's like a big expansion, it'll be like $20.
Yeah.
If it's just an update, it'll be 10. Once in a while, they'll throw a little freebie at them, but for the most part, it'll be like $10.
Yeah,
but this is not just about new gear. This thing that's coming out is new story, right?
It's everything. Yeah, it's
subclasses,
enemies.
subclasses.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully they'll keep it around a little longer, maybe 6-7 months before the next thing. But it's free. There's no monthly subscription, and it costs money to keep that shit moving forward. So
yeah.
And me, I'm not
developers.
I'm not an apologist for the the money makers, but
Like
I see the game has to progress. I get that. I completely understand that. But I guess this is new to me, doing MMOs where, like I said, I put a lot of work, effort, time. Time is money,
but that's the grind. That is, and I hear you, but that is the grind. That's why with a lot of MMOs, I just PvP, because PvP stuff lasts a little longer. You know what I mean? I don't know if Destiny's gonna play that route, but like, PvP is seasons. The seasons usually yearly, or it'll be twice a year, but they'll keep the same gear, for like every 2 seasons. So, the gear I got like right now will last till, this, like for example, in Star Wars, the last expansion was last November, and the next expansion that's coming out, it's coming in October. So it's about a year. So the gear was good for a year. You know what I mean? And that's cool. And they even made tweaks to PvP to make it easy to get the gear. That's why I mostly stick to PvP and story mode stuff. I don't really do raids. The only MMO that I really raided on was DC Universe Online. That I went PvE heavy. And man, I mean, I was constantly, just when I thought I was complete, boom, I had to fucking grind a little more. But that's, that's what it is. It's the grind.
And you know what? After how long has Destiny been out?
Well, can I say this real quick, Jay? I'm sorry, I can't say this real quick. We have a friend of ours that's a member of Talking About Games, the Destiny clan. He was up till 6 in the morning, grinding out Iron Banner to get Etheric Light so he can rank up, okay?
Yeah.
And now next month, that shit that he did is just, it's a waste of time.
But
kinda.
Here's the big question,
though. He played Destiny till 6 and then went right to work.
I know.
But here's the thing. I don't understand. You're getting something more. You're experienced from a game that you're getting new stuff. So I mean, that's part of it. You beat a game. There's nothing after the game's replayability. You have an opportunity to get things. So this is just, to me, this sounds like that whole Left 4 Dead shit. We're bitching because we're getting a new fucking game next year. Oh my god! Oh, well, we didn't even have time to play this one.
No. That's completely different. It's completely different because all that work and effort that people put in is now gone. Not gone, but
now you have an opportunity to do more. You got an opportunity
some people grind.
Why can't you have both?
Some people grind where they've had it for a while. You know what I mean? So some people by the month after House Rules came out had, what they needed to be, on the elite status. So they were just waiting for the next thing. So I mean, it's all relative to schedules, availability, how long you can play the game, how hard you can grind, how quick you can get a little bit of luck, right? Because sometimes the shit is a dice roll.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's just part of it, dude. I mean, I hear you. You're not necessarily wrong. It's just it's the beast that is MMO, especially PvE. Especially PvE.
I'm saying
why can't you have both? Why can't you have both?
I'm saying that it's a new method. It's something that we're not familiar with on the console side.
Right. We don't know when the next thing after this one's coming out. You know what I mean?
And
like they might keep it a little bit. It might be 6 months,
And
might have so much content,
Unlike
I'm not
most
bitching about this either.
Unlike most games that we're accustomed to, this one has really evolved. When you look at Destiny when it first came out to where it's at now, totally different game. What hasn't changed is the grinding part, and that's going to continue, but now we just got to grind somewhere else.
Definitely make it easier where you don't got to grind as hard.
Yeah. But
where I enjoy that part of it. I don't know if
that part is fun when you're doing it with friends and it's fun even though it's repetitive.
And I think Destiny, when you do get that particular item that you want, it's very rewarding. Just like Bloodborne or Demon Souls, those type of games are so freaking hard that when you beat a level, it's rewarding. So I like when video games reward me.
Yeah, well, you're gonna get some new rewards, and I guess either the servers can't handle having so much data per person, and maybe that's why they want you to rather shift over to a new element of the game instead of focusing on the old and new.
I know why
we don't know.
I know why they're doing it.
So that you could buy the stuff.
No, because the fucking year 1 weapons are
powerful.
Superior. They're superior. The Galahorn, the Vex Mythic class. I mean, yeah, they nerfed the weapons. The Fatebringer, Vision of Confluence, Black Hammer. All these weapons are like top tier weapons. But guess what? They're all year 1 weapons.